Miami Hurricanes here. Head coach Jay Lucas, Trey Donaldson, Malik Renew, and Sheldon Henderson represent the student body. We're going to ask Jay to make a comment on the game that just finished, and then we'll go to questions for all four gentlemen on the dais. Jay, please.
Man, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I felt we were right there, and then it's just moments in the game. You know, when you get in these high-level tournament games, there are one or two moments, one or two plays, one or two situations that kind of separate the game. You know, it was a 10-point win, but the game was a lot closer than that, just the way it felt. And then we hit a moment between, I would say, probably somewhere between the 16 and 12-minute mark of the second half till about that time, to about the 10 minutes where we just had to recover. But we competed. I was happy with how we competed. And, you know, for me, this first year, just being able to reflect on it now and just think about it. And I told him in the locker room, and I'll say it publicly, but it was an absolute pleasure and a joy to coach this team. And I thank them for believing in me, believing in a person who had never coached before, and everything they gave me this year. I'm forever in debt in them. So I'm proud of them, although it sucks right now. I'm proud of them, and I'll remember this forever.
Thank you. Questions start right here in the second row.
Michelle Kaufman for the Miami Herald. Congratulations on your season. The Purdue interview before, just so you know, they were very, very complimentary of your team. For Jay, and then I have a question for the player. For the Jay, does it hurt more, do you think, to win knowing that it was so close rather than a blowout? You know, I mean, to lose a close game rather than a blowout, does it hurt more? And for Shelton, I wanted to ask you about the game that you had today, which was real standout game. Can you just talk about what you were feeling, what you were seeing, and how you were able to just dominate the way you did? Thank you.
For me, I felt good about the matchup. You know, from the beginning, I just liked our speed and our pace that we play with. I felt like it would give them some trouble. And now in saying that, you know, they're one of the best teams in the country. You know, he's one of the best coaches in the country. He's been one of the best coaches for the last 10, 12 years. The program's been a blue blood the last 10 or 12 years. So it's with the utmost respect I say that, but I felt like we were a good matchup. They were a good matchup for us with some of the stuff we could do and some of the stuff that we could exploit. It was there in the first half. You know, the end of the half, they made a little run. We gave up those 3 threes to Cox. That, you know, that separation going into halftime, it's a different feel, different pressure if you're up 6, 8 than being up 1 or 2, whatever it was. But I liked it. You know, to be honest with you, Michelle, they all suck if they're blowouts or if they're 1-point loss. But it's hard to get here. It's hard to get here. It's hard to be a part of March Madness. It's hard to win a game. So I'm just appreciative of that.
I just think I went out there and played. I took what they gave me. I didn't do anything special. Just played my role, played hard, and what I was supposed to do. Came up short. It sucks. Wanted to play for these seniors, but just came up short.
Right here. Thank you.
Thomas Dunn, Bracketeer.org. First for Trey and Malika, can you kind of just describe the journey to the point of when you got the first phone call from Coach Lucas to now, and kind of what this whole season's kind of encapsulated for you guys?
Trey, you're first, please.
The first phone call with Coach Jay is kind of, I'll never forget it because I was at a real low moment. And it meant the world to me because I felt like everybody had gave up on me. And just having a coach that believes in you, that trusts in you no matter what you've been through, it means a lot. So it's something I'll never forget.
That first phone call with Coach, like Trey said, I always will remember it. He put his utmost faith in me and believed in me. So I just want to thank Coach for putting that trust in me and letting me fight throughout the season.
Coach Lucas, from your perspective, from the day you got the call that you're going to get the job at Miami to, as you sit here right now, how do you put into words everything that's happened through it all?
I mean, one, you can always have a plan and have stuff in place that you think is going to work, but the ability to adapt. But for me, It started with Malik and Trey. You know, they were my first two commits. They were the two people I wanted to build a team around, build a team through. So it started there, and then it kind of dominoed with Sheldon and Ernest and Malik. Ernest and True, and then we kind of built it from there. And for me, I just wanted to make sure, because I was a former player, I've been in those points, I've transferred, I know what that feels like. I wanted to make sure I gave them everything I had of me so they could enjoy their last year of basketball and they could get the most out of them in basketball. And I felt like they did, you know, with both of them being all conference players. Malik first team, Trey second team. Sheldon should have been all freshman team, but that's a different conversation. But as much as they can say about them, about me, I can say about them. I'm forever in debt for them. They've put Miami basketball in a place where we can go nowhere but up.
Question here, then we'll go to the right-hand side. Go.
Jaden Gonzalez, the Miami Hurricane. For all of you guys, what has the season kind of really meant to you? You know, Shelton and Jay in your first years, you know, coaching and playing, and Malik and Trey in your last years. What has this meant to you, and what are the experiences and lessons that you've learned over the course of the season?
We'll start with Shelton and work our way left, please.
It's been great. I learned a lot by myself, and I had to grow up a little bit faster playing with these guys, and I think it helped me in the end. But just going out there and having this run with them was something I won't ever forget, and I can't thank them enough.
Yeah, this season meant the world to me. Just coming from all the obstacles I've been through throughout my career, and Coach giving me that opportunity to not only be a pivotal player on the team and play 30-plus minutes, but also become a leader and be someone these guys look up to for years to come. So I'm just blessed that Coach gave me this opportunity to come back home and come to the U and support and finish my last year at the U.
Coming to Miami, I had to build myself back up, coming off a tough year last year, and how it ended and how everything went, transferring and stuff like that. So just coming into a coaching staff that was going to help me build myself back up, and not only build myself back up to where I was, but then continue to help me get better. I feel like that was the biggest thing coming here to Miami, and I enjoyed every moment of it. It's something that I'll never forget it.
For me, I felt like this could be a special place. And that's why when the job opened, I kind of did everything I could to get involved. I say that way. And then once I got to meet the people, once I got to meet Dan and Brian and Joe and the administration and the support system that we have at Miami, it was a no-brainer. And it's the people that make places. We have good people at the university. And then we had great people in the building this year with the players in the locker room and these three to the right of me. That made my job easy. You know, half the battle is making sure you get the right people in there, and then once you get the right people, you just got to figure it out. So I was blessed to have the right people, have great young men, great support from administration, and then the fans this year, Instagram, Twitter, and then at the end of the year, just packing the Watsco. We really have built a great foundation. Now it's my job to keep it going and keep it rolling. Where this time next year, we're talking about going to the Sweet 16, not just the season ending. So that's the goal, that's the plan until you win national championships.
We're under about 4 minutes to go. We have two questions. We have one there, then we'll finish with Michelle.
Yeah, Jeff Latsky with AP, first for Jay and then for Shelton. Could you talk about what went into limiting Braden Smith's efficacy tonight, forcing him into 8 turnovers, which is a career high for him?
Yeah, you know, the first thing was I wanted to start and I wanted to put some size on him. I really, watching all the games, I haven't seen anybody with size guard him. And so that's where Sheldon came to mind just initially. And then the thing with him is you got to try to limit him as much as possible because he's the engine to the machine. Everybody knows that. And so we tried to deny him. We tried to trap him. I don't know if he's ever had 8 assists, so that's something 8 turnovers. So I guess that's something we can kind of hang our hat on. But we just had to give him different looks. We tried to make him as uncomfortable as possible. And then, of course, he's going to make some plays. He made a few down the stretch, but I thought the size and just the mixing up defenses, mixing up coverages, pressing, not pressing, kind of just hopefully kept him guessing.
I just think just being physical with him, what Coach said, just having more size on him. We know he wants to get in the pocket, just playing with our hands up and just limiting what he does because we know we wanted to do. And just being physical was the main message that was preached to us.
Jay, I want to ask you about Shelton's performance today. I know that you know him as well as anyone since he was a kid. What did you see in him today? And he was kind of the X factor for your team. Just talk about his performance and how much would you like him to be a foundation for next year's team? Thank you.
Well, he didn't shoot any free throws, so I'm going to say that. No, I'm just playing. This was always what I envisioned for him. And this was my whole plan for him when I recruited him the first time when I was at another school. And then he had him and his family just felt like coming to Miami was the best option, and I'm happy he did. But with Malik, Ernest, and Trey, they've set the foundation of what this culture is, what this work should look like. And then for those younger guys like Dante and Shelton, my goal and my plan is for them to carry it on and to hold it up. And that's how you become a really good team and you become a really good program, and it's what Purdue has. To be honest with you, you have Lawyer, Smith, Kaufman, Wren. Those guys have been there for 3 and 4 years. It's hard to build a program when you're bringing in so much new. So just having some turnover, having some continuity within the program, within the team is important for me. And, with them being freshmen, Shelton and Dante are 2 of those guys, hopefully next year that can carry that on.
Jay, thank you very much. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Congratulations on your season.